Hater for telling my husband he can't drive the baby places anymore, yet keep first-person POV if present, so make sentences flow, and very linked. I get really bad motion sickness in cars, and since giving birth it's gotten worse to the point that I can't even be in a moving car for more than 5 minutes. The second time I freaked out and told him that this was not something that is acceptable to forget. Story: the parents 59M, 58 after in my earnings as a child actor, 24M I worked as a child actor from ages 8-14 and still get small residual checks today. After paying those off, I was finally able to access my SAG after account and see my cumulative earnings from that time. About 15% as per the Corgan Act was set aside in a Corgan savings account I didn't access until after college. I turned 8F. I'm on the verge of a mental breakdown trying to cope with my boyfriend's 27M behavior. His communication is terrible, which I know is a trait of autism and is normal. However, I'm constantly having massive plans on small day-to-day normal life, and he's like, well, I forgot, or apparently I have ARC traits, BPD and other mental health issues. He also gets into fights with his mum 6F when she tries to make plans. I also helped him get a job with a former employer of mine and he got fired after about 4 years. I'm 37F, and I've been with my partner 38M for about 12 years. The first half felt like a dream, the second half turned into physical and emotional abuse. I also feel like I'm losing my attraction to him when he tries to get me to drink or smoke. Furthermore, I do it all the time unless I explicitly ask him to do something new. I'm taking my sticks to the cleaners in our divorce and loving every second of it. We were high school sweethearts and married for 20 years. A few years ago, we decided to have a baby with someone who was already married. I think I deserve alimony for everything I've done to help him build his career, but I don't care if he wants to drag it out. I have now blocked them because of all the hateful messages they've sent me. My wife thinks of herself as the prize, and it's destroying our marriage, yet we have been married for 3 years and yet no kids. She thinks, and of course explicitly says, that she is doing me a favor by marrying me. The next day I had to go to a different city and stay there for 3 days for a work-related purpose. She was angry when I refused to buy her something and she pushed me in front of everyone. I was really ashamed at that moment. That morning I was telling my coworkers how great he was and how he had made these special plans for me. He said he planned it, but we had been together for about 3 years. We made plans so that we would plan a trip or staycation together every few months. He told me to book these 2 days off months in advance to accommodate these plans. He reassured me that he would tell me when the day came. She cheated after 7 years. I've been together with my ex for almost 7 years. Sure, we had our ups and downs, but I really thought we were at a very low point in her life. She didn't have contact with her dad, had no job and almost no education. I asked her why she didn't tell me anything, and she did it immediately in the call. I told her I'm sorry for not growing as fast as she did and that she wanted me to figure it out. A long narration. I feel horrible for anyone who's hard to deal with this their whole life, so I'm not a good near. I'm sick of racism, and it doesn't even happen to me. To make things clear, I'm white, and I've never experienced racism towards me. But oh my god, do I hear it. First my mate posts racist and sexist content online, and I tell him it's not funny. Then my cousin says a racist slur and I have to correct him. Furthermore, I applied to upstate kind of on a whim because it felt like the easiest option, then dropped out after 2 semesters. I woke up this morning feeling incredibly disappointed in myself and needed somewhere to put this. I don't usually compare myself to others because I really believe everyone is on their own path, but lately all I can think about is how I never took school seriously. Furthermore, I went to community college, never finished my associates. Furthermore, I feel like an absolute failure and even contemplate living because of narration. He was horribly abused early in life to the point that he was never really a normal dog, but he died horribly from internal bleeding and kidney failure, but I miss him. My mother accidentally poisoned our dog. Yet the title really says it all. My mom was told to give our dog an allergy pill and instead gave him alive. She feels horrible, and I know being angry does no good, but I am. I wish he had gotten cancer or hit by a car, and almost anything would have been better than. He works in the medical field and was earning more than the rest of us, so a lot of it fell on him, yet I do not narration. My mom came back after 24 years, now I'm expected to support her. My parents separated when I was a baby, and she left the country because of a legal issue. From then on, my dad raised me and my 3 siblings, my sister and 2 brothers, on his own, but my oldest brother carried most of the financial burden from my dad's medical bills.